I'm gonna just start by saying that I got this filter from Gabrielle Union, and for a woman that is, I think, 50 or something, she is fine as hell. Period. Um, what was I really gonna talk about? I was really gonna talk about my people, right? So recently, I went to the Caribbean. I went to visit my mom, who's in Grenada, and Grenada has changed like a lot. Like the people, social media, cell phones. Like when you don't know better, it's easy for things to consume you. The highlight of my trip, which I literally told my mom yesterday, was like there's this guy called Nukanuk that is from Pumrose, which is where my mom is from, and he's like, when I was there, because like I grew up there, um uh he would be walking around with a cutlass for the longest time, walking crazily with a cutlass. I was there, and this guy had a cell phone, like just walking around making sure that everybody seen his cell phone, which I thought was cool, but also like very funny in a way, because it's like, most of the time, like, even when you watch people that go to concerts now, this is not really what I wanted to talk about, but like we might as well. It's like if you compare when Michael Jackson was like around, and now, like, you barely get to see the performance. You see more phones up in the air recording, if you know what I'm saying. Like, I feel like that's just the norm now. Like, that's just the normal. I don't feel like it's gonna go away. Like, that's the era we're in. Um so yeah. Also recently, like, what came to mind is like this lady that I knew took me out to one of her, I think it's like her daughter-in-law, her baby shower, and I was happy to go there. I'm always happy for a new experience and to like meet new people and to have fun and stuff, so it was cool. And the whole time, she was like, oh, talk to people, make friends. And I have friends. Most of my friends are like guys. I have female friends. Most of them are from like high school and stuff. But what I've realized about women is, um, I like people that are down to earth. Like, I like people, like, I have no problem being friends, like, or making new friends with a girl that works at the library, or a girl that works at the animal shelter. You know what I mean? Like, we could go for coffee, we could be friends, we'll have things to talk about. Because, excuse me, I like to read. I love nature. Like, I love animals. I love people, some people, and like I like to read. So like I get along with people that like to do the things that I like to do. It really is that simple. If you're the type of person that likes to sit around and talk about people that are less fortunate all day and say that her hair is a mess, her titties are too long and stuff, that's not my vibe. So I've outgrown a lot of people, and sometimes people will get mad like when you outgrow them, and it's like, well, that's just part of life. Like, I don't do the things. I've never been somebody that liked gossip too much. I remember growing up, I had a friend, and we used to like sometimes see people, and when you're a kid, like, you see dumb shit and you laugh at people and stuff, but like as an adult now, even though I don't look like an adult, I am, those are not things that tickle my fancy, or whatever the fuck you want to say. Like, it's just not my thing anymore. So, and I've seen how people will change on you. Like, that same person I was just talking about growing up with, it's like they want you to do things for them that they think is not a big deal, and be like, oh, well, I would do it for you. Well, sometimes people don't try to see you and like maybe what you might be going through. They just care about like what they want, and that's not how life works. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a Sagittarius. I do not like responsibility. I try to run away from mine. So thinking that I can carry, like, or handle, I just don't want to. You know what I'm saying? I'm always find the easy way out. So, it's kind of like looking at people from those lenses too, like to kind of understand people for who they are. Some people will do whatever, out of loyalty, which is something that, like, what is loyalty? Like, and whatever, or because they've known you for this amount of years. I'm not that type of person. I look at the situation, I see how is it going to affect me, and if it's too much, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just what it is. Like, I'm sorry, but when it comes to certain things, I just can't. Especially when, like, people would people would like literally see you once or twice a year, but expect you to make like certain commitments, and it's just like, I can't even commit to a relationship. Like, I've been in relationships, and as soon as a man mentions marriage or a child, this is me. I'm running away because I can't, like, I'm not, no, I don't think I'll ever have kids until, like, I'm certain that I can take care of that baby by myself, because men die, okay? Or like that still, but my significant other has to have like a huge family, like very big family, where it's like you could take her, you or him, but just for a man, just like that, I see how girls like be just having babies for guys because they think he has money because he said so, and then you realize he doesn't have money anymore, and now you're stuck. And I've seen too much, I've read too much, I've heard too much, I've experienced too much, I've seen too much, I know too much stories for that to happen to me. Because it's like, why am I learning if I'm not gonna learn? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can learn from other people's experiences. And yeah, I like to be free to do whatever the fuck I want to do whenever I want to do it. If I want to sleep in today, okay. And that's just, I feel like life should be just free, like, there are people that are fixed. I'm not a fixed person. Like, I like to do different things. I like to learn different things. I love meeting new people. I love moving different places. That's always how I've been. I grew up always like out in the wild, adventurous, getting what I need to get done, but still living a free life. And that's always how I want it to be for me. There's people like Carrie Hilson. Carrie Hilson don't have no kids. Carrie Hilson's a Sagittarius. That's just like something that I came to mind just now, because I follow her on Snap, so I saw her like 20 minutes ago. But it's like, when you love just life, like certain things that you look at it and you're like, is this gonna stop me from living the life that I want to live? And you're like, yes. And you're like, no. Yeah, no. Because, no, I can't do it. I'm sorry. People might say selfish, but okay. I mean, who determines that? It's my life. You know what I'm saying? But rant hour. I just wanted to say that. And lots of other things are coming. I don't know why. Yeah. But whatever. Not whatever. Life is beautiful. It should be lived how you want it, how I want to live it, how you want to live it. And people can keep their opinions, because that's really all it is. Everyone has an opinion based on their experiences, based on what they learn, because that's really all it is. We learn and we judge others, and then we learn some more, and then we don't judge and we continue to judge. Everybody's different. And y'all have a good day.